Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Classy and Tea show. I'm your girl, Erica.
And I'm your girl, Temeka.
And today we have a special guest, Laylah Lynn. Hi, Laylah.
Hi.
Yay. So, guys, we are going to be talking about branding with Laylah Lynn. It's going to be a great show. We're going to have some great points. Anyone that's wanting to start their YouTube or wanting to venture out in marketing themselves or in their business, you definitely want to pay attention to this video. But before we get into that, Temeka, please tell everybody who Laylah is.
Okay, so first of all, I know y'all know who Laylah Lynn is. Okay?
I mean, they should.
If you don't know who Laylah Lynn is, you've been living under a rock, okay? I'm just going to give you a brief overview, okay? So Laylah Lynn, she's a YouTube blogger. She has her posts on the celebrity news and entertainment online, okay? And she does that. Her YouTube channel has over 230K subscribers, 230,000 subscribers, and almost 80 million views.
That's incredible.
She holds a master's degree in marketing. Okay, y'all, listen to this, T. She holds in marketing, given her unique skill set of both content creators and digital marketing. All right, so that's an overview of Laylah Lynn, and I just want us to just give her a warm welcome to the show because this is an awesome day for Erica and I.
Yes.
Well, thank you, ladies.
Excited.
I appreciate the warm welcome.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for accepting our invitation to be here.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
Thank you. And you know, it's funny. I don't get to interact with a lot of other people like on social media and on YouTube. And I low-key wanted somebody to interview me.
Yay!
So when you sent that email, I was excited.
Oh my God.
It looks good. And I've gotten, requests here and there, but it didn't really match my brand. But when I was reading like what you're doing with your podcast and everything, I was like, okay, this matches up. We can do this.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
And Laylah gave me some good feedback. She told me that the overview of our brand and where we were going was good. And that made me feel really good.
Yes.
And, because, coming from Laylah Lynn and just her status and, and the fact that she's really good at what she does. So we're going to get into the meat of that because we're going to give y'all some information on how you can take some courses with Laylah Lynn, right?
Yes. I do have my first course is The Secrets to Success on YouTube, and it tells you how to be a YouTube celebrity news blogger. It's a very specific course. It's not like a general how to get views on YouTube. It's very specific for people who want to do celebrity news. And you can access that course at ytbloggeracademy.com.
We'll put that on the screen, ytbloggeracademy.com.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we add that. So Laylah, tell us how you got started, where you are with your brand.
Well, I actually kind of tripped into success on YouTube. It wasn't, to be honest, it wasn't purposeful. Like I wanted to blog, but I was blogging more about, I was vlogging about my daily life, about being a mom and those type of things. And that's when I used to do YouTube back when I first got natural hair. And then I stopped doing YouTube for a while. And I got back into it when I had my daughter because I wanted to do like a mommy and me blog.
Yes.
So Laylah is my daughter and I'm Lynn. So initially my channel was called Laylah and Lynn. But then once I did my first celebrity news story and that started getting traction and it actually went viral, that's when I just shortened it to Laylah Lynn. And that is the brand now, Laylah Lynn. But it was actually Laylah and Lynn, me and my daughter.
Awesome.
It's interesting you say that because I'm actually considering doing, right now I blog.
Okay.
And so my blog, of course, it's about my day-to-day or like relationships, things I've gone through. And even being a single mom, I did a blog about co-parenting. But now my little one, she's 8 and she loves YouTube. Like I will literally hear her playing with her toys and she'll be saying, welcome to my channel. Like she's literally like,
my daughter does the same thing. Smash that like button.
Yes.
Yeah.
No idea what that means. Okay. Like literally she watches so many YouTube videos, she's just used to saying it. So I'm like, you know what? I want to start a YouTube, a mommy daughter YouTube.
Yeah.
So, but I don't even know where to start. Like, how would I even brand myself? Like, what are some suggestions for that?
Well, this is the thing. As far as branding yourself, you want to make yourself stand out. Like mommy daughter YouTubes, it has to be more specific. Like, what is it about you and your daughter that makes you different from, let's say, me and my daughter? Like, what makes you stand out? And that's called differentiation.
Yes.
Sometimes I have trouble pronouncing it, but basically that's what you want to focus on.
Right.
What makes you different? And then what's good that makes you different? And then amplify that as the main part of your brand. You get what I'm saying? So whatever you feel makes you and your daughter different. I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, focus on that. And then people who identify with that will gravitate towards you. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's basically
almost like I need to find something that it has to be different, but I have to also be relatable to other people to want to watch. Sounds
right. And from the start, like even from the name of whatever you name your channel, let's say you and your daughter both, I don't know, what's something unique about you and your daughter?
So I have a name. I guess I might as well put it,
Okay. Put it out.
World premiere. So her name is Rhea, and I want to call it Everyday Ray.
Everyday Ray.
It will be like, like we're getting ready to take a trip overseas. It'll be different things that she's doing. And I also want to use that. She loves to make bracelets and things like that. I want to kind of play off her name with the bracelets and things.
Yeah.
She loves to dance and sing. So I really need to narrow down exactly what it is that would make us different from any other mommy daughter YouTube.
It sounds like she's an entertainer. So something to do with entertainment. I would, even put it in the title, because it's good to make things, when you're branding, you want to make it at a glance, because people don't spend that much time. Like they need to be able to see what your brand is, what your vibe is at a glance. So I would try to incorporate it into the title.
So basically niche it down, like niche. Find something, because I know one thing that I like about Erica and her daughter is that her daughter has her personality as far as like fashion and beauty. She just already into that. You can already
loves it.
She's, and so, it's really, really just encouraging seeing that for my daughter once it's really, so I guess you basically just saying, just find your niche and just really just put yourself in that category and stand out among.
Make your niche very obvious to people, even when they see your name, when they see your thumbnails, whenever they see anything about you, make what it is that's special and different about you, make it very obvious.
Stand out.
Yes.
Now, what would be some things I shouldn't do as far as branding? Like some no-nos.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the number one no-no. This is what a brand is. A brand is a promise. If you look up like the official, marketing definition of a brand, like if you go to school for marketing, a brand is a promise. And so a promise means that you're gonna get the same thing. Like every time you buy, let's say the brand, the cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, every time you buy it, it's gonna taste the same because it's a promise. It's a set of standards, it's a promise. So it's consistent. So the number one thing to not do is to be inconsistent.
Oh, I see.
That's the number one no-no.
So whatever I'm putting out, it needs to be the same. People need to know, okay, that's Erica and Ray. That's Erica and Ray. Like it's something.
Right. It has to be consistent. Like some people, let's say that, and I see a lot of people, like people who do like celebrity hair or celebrity makeup. And so their brand is, celebrity, beauty or whatever. But then you go to their Instagram or their YouTube and they might have random videos that are, just inappropriate or off brand.
Right. Not even related to being a hairstylist or anything.
Right.
And I guess it also confuses your viewers and your subscribers as well.
Yeah. So if you're really trying to build your audience, you want to be consistent and make sure everything that you're putting out there on social media, on your official pages, you want to make sure it's on brand.
That's it. That's been my issue over the years with my YouTube channel is inconsistency. At one point I was focused on just makeup. But then the community of makeup was so saturated after a while that I didn't really stand out. And so because of that, I was like, I got to find something else that I like to do. So I'm a natural encourager. That's my ministry. I call myself a purpose snatcher. Purpose snatcher. You know, I like to push people. So I changed it from just being solely beauty and just do lifestyle and beauty. So you can find a cooking video on there. You can find me encouraging somebody. You can find review, you know, just different things. And so now I'm still working on the consistency part.
But you know what's consistent? If you put out there that it's lifestyle, then that lets people know, you know, it's not just hair and it's the total woman, the total lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you are being consistent in one way. You might not be posting consistently. That's what it sounds like. You're not posting consistently.
Yes, that's it.
But your brand, you're consistent with your branding.
With what I'm doing.
You on the right track.
That's it. So okay. So how I found Laylah, how I learned of Laylah. Okay.
Yes, tell us a story.
And one of the things that stands out to me, because I feel like now the market that you're in, celebrity news and entertainment, is starting to become more and more saturated. Like more and more people started doing it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be keeping it 100.
Okay.
The reason why I keep going to Laylah Lynn is because she come with receipts.
And that's what you need in gossip in the gossip world.
She comes with receipts and her stuff is edited. Listen, you can clearly and precisely understand where she's going. The story is not all over the place. And so it kept me coming back and back. And I think I found a video or something that was in my mentions or my suggestions. And that's how I clicked on it. And I subscribed. And I be in her comments every day talking and stuff, because she really has, to me, she's set apart from some of the other celebrity entertainment people that covers it on YouTube. They all of them don't come with receipts.
Yeah, I'm that type of person in general, and I think I kind of it's been said about me, like at work, people that work with me, they've said if they come to me with anything, they have to have receipts. Like I'm that type of person in general. Like whatever you're talking about, you got to show me on paper. I got to see. Right, back it up. Show me what it is you're talking about in black and white, and then we can go on from there. So that's kind of reflected in my videos. And one thing about it, I used to study library science. So I'm like really into research and just showing exactly what it is, what are the references. Like that's kind of my thing. And it's worked out well. Like I never thought, like in school, like studying library science and studying marketing, I never saw myself doing celebrity news, but it kind of works out well because it turns out a lot of times that's what people want. Like they want to see the receipts. Yes. They want to see the research in black and white, what's really going on.
That's it. And exactly. What particular situation, I'm sorry, Erica.
No, go ahead, Mika, go ahead.
What particular situation got you into celebrity news, covering celebrity news? Like, how did
I can laugh about it now, but it was actually sad when Tamar got fired from The Real.
What? But you know what? That was a huge story.
It was. And it was kind of like the first, since I had been back on YouTube doing like my Mommy and Me channel, it was kind of the first celebrity news story that I actually cared about because I consider myself, you know, a fan of Tamar, and I watched The Real. And when she got fired, to me, it honestly blew my mind. Right. It blew my mind when she got fired. And I had just learned, there's a YouTuber called Much Love from KY, Much Love from Kentucky. And she does screen recordings. And I had got this computer from work, an Apple Mac computer, and I didn't know how to edit videos like that. So I didn't know you could just record your screen.
Yeah.
But from watching her videos, she used to come on and just show you whatever mess she see on her computer screen. She just come on and show you. And that's when I learned that you can do QuickTime to record your screen and just talk over it. Oh. So I was like, well, let me show people what I'm seeing as far as Tamar getting fired and the reason she got fired. Let me just show them what I'm seeing on a screen recording. So it was just like a 6-minute video. I ended up going back. The first video, it was kind of like a joke. Because, you know, Adrian on The Real was in the group 3LW.
Right.
And the black girl got kicked out.
Right. Sure enough.
So when
Tamar, they tried to say it's because she was too dark at one time. I don't know if that's accurate, but
Wow.
That was one of the reasons.
I don't doubt it. Knowing Hollywood, I don't doubt it.
Exactly.
But when Tamar got kicked off the reel, I was like, you know, this all looks kind of similar. So the first video was a joke about Adrian getting Tamar kicked off the reel, which is a video I wouldn't do now. But at the time, it was just like a little joke.
For fun.
And it got about 22,000 views.
Wow.
And I felt bad. I felt bad. I was like, yo, I'm just playing around. Adrian didn't get this girl off.
Right. But I'm sure it took off.
Girl, that thing went viral.
I went back and I had to make another video. I was like, okay, if people gonna watch this video, because before that, I would only get a couple hundred views on each video. So I was like, okay, if I'm getting thousands of views and people are gonna watch this video, let me say something for real. So I went back and I did some research to where they had been saying 6 months ahead of time that Tamar, her job was in jeopardy. And so I went back and did like a real video about, you know, what really happened according to the research I could find. And then I talked about basically being in a similar position before where I've lost a job and how it seems like every time, it seems like every time before you get elevated, it's like you got to be humbled.
That's true.
Even if you look at her sister, Toni Braxton's career, it's like before the heights in her career, it's always a low point. You know what I'm saying?
She went bankrupt.
Yes. And so I did a video and I was like, at the end of the video, I was like, you know, I can relate to Tamar, and I was telling my story about losing my job. And I was like, I forget the verse I was using, but it was a Bible verse. And I was just saying that basically, you know, she had been humbled, but you know, God has something more in store for her. Just because these people fired you, I mean, God did not fire you. You know what I'm saying? And this is, people be thinking that they are blessing you. They give you something, they think they blessing you. And it's like they're a vessel. They're letting God use them to bless you. And people don't understand that. And I was just saying, like, the reel might have been a vessel for Tamar, you know what I mean? But just because she was fired don't mean it's over for her. God can just bless her another way. And he has.
And he has.
Right. And that's the video that actually went viral. I believe that video now has over 1 million views. I know it does. And that's the one that really went viral and kind of started my channel off.
Watch that, because here's the thing, what I do, what I
way back
in my day-to-day, the setback is almost always your comeback.
It's a setup.
Like you almost always bounce back. That low point, it's almost like it's like a boomerang. That low point to boom, like push you forward. So, and I was mad when Tamar got fired.
Yeah, a lot of people were in
the show. Like, how y'all fired
my mom? My mom was mad. She was like, she was the funny part.
Yes.
But even and
then you know, Tamar, I think, made a video and she was saying how all of them played a part. Remember, she was trying to say,
she was hurt in that.
All the cast played a part, but I really heard it was Adrian, honestly. And it
but
did
I
not
believe that. I don't believe that. What I believe from everything that's come out, I do believe it was Vince, because remember, Vince was an executive producer on the
do too. I believe it was Vince as well. I definitely.
He was trying to do a deal. And he was playing hardball. And he messed around and got her fired.
That's exactly what I believe. I don't think it was the cast. I think they were all blindsided. I honestly think they were all blindsided. They didn't know what was coming. And when they got on TV or got on their social media and really said they didn't know what was coming, they didn't.
Yeah, I believe that
was true.
Yeah, see,
because they were saying that they was kind of shook. Like, if this happened to her, that means it could happen to me.
That's right. Yeah. And I think they were paranoid because even their energy after all of it, they weren't stable. Even after that, they were like.
You know that Vince, I could write a whole blog about Vince. Okay? I really could. I'm not gonna get into
good
him.
That he stays off social media. That's good. You know, that's one of the smartest things he's done.
Tamar is all about social media. And he probably.
Do y'all think he really stays off, or do you think he has a secret page where he can kind of?
Well, okay, he probably does have a secret page, but he don't make it public.
Right. Exactly.
So he's a very smart man, but I do think that it was a deal that he messed up. He was trying to pull something, probably trying to get more money, and
hardball
backfired. And ended up getting her fired from her job.
I think so. And I don't think he ever really told her the truth about it either.
Girl, yes,
that is not right.
We going way back to the old T, but yes, I don't think he ever told her. Because remember, every time she did an interview and they asked her why she got fired, and she kept saying, "I don't know."
Confused.
Nobody told her. She was like, "I don't know. I don't know."
So yes, I think so too. Y'all see what You see what I'm talking about Layla Lynn? Do you see?
She come with the receipts, honey.
And she
all the
draws
time.
you in. And you know, another thing that really set her apart is that she covers gospel music. I mean, gospel news as well. And that's something
I love it.
You know, because I'm a church girl. So
yes.
because of that, whenever something's going on, you know, sometimes you listen. Everything to me is not gossip, because sometimes I take information and I go pray about it. I don't know about nobody else. I go pray, you know, because you just never know what people are dealing with behind the scenes. And you know, I just
like Wendy Williams, I would hope people literally, you know, watch our videos that we make on her and literally go pray for her. You know?
Yeah. Okay. So when we talk, getting back to branding, is it something that's requires a lot of money, or, you know, because I look at all these wonderful brands and these logos and I'm like, oh, it looks expensive. Like, is there a way to go about doing this branding that's not going to break the bank?
Oh, she looked like she ready to answer this question.
It's branding is free as far as developing who you are, what's different about you, and making that obvious to people. That's free. Now, when it comes to logos, like visual branding, when it comes to visual branding, it depends on your skills. If you can make your own logo, you can do that. I discuss this in my course, how to make your own logos. Like, I teach you how to make kind of like simple logos, or if you want like a more complex logo, you know, I teach you different websites to go to hire people to make a logo for you. But you definitely don't have to break the bank. And I always recommend, you have to be on your budget. Like, I recommend, if whatever you're doing, let's say you have a YouTube channel, if it's not monetized yet, I always say don't spend a lot of money on it until you start making money, and then you can reinvest it.
I can vouch for that.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm very adamant about being on your level. And a lot of times, you start out doing one thing and you end up changing it. And that's why I always say you got to see what's working, what your audience wants to see first before you get to spending a whole lot of money on branding.
That's it. I did the same thing, because I got all excited and I went and bought some expensive, my husband did. Went and bought all this expensive gear and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, somebody said to me one day, they was like, so if you ain't made the money back for the money that you spent in your gear, then you spent too much money too soon. I was like, the shade of it all.
No, it's reality. It's reality.
It really is.
That's good advice, yeah.
It really
but
is.
Thank God for husbands, girl.
Look, mine's still coming. Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Yeah. Bring them, Lord. So really just act your wage when it comes
act your wage when it comes to visual branding. And a lot of times, like, a lot of people, you can like talk to your friends about what their talents are, and even barter. If you have something that, you know, is of value to other people and they have something that's of value to you, maybe they're a graphic designer and you have an audience to do an advertisement for them, or whatever it is that you have, because we all have something, whatever it is that you have.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just make it work for you. It doesn't always have to be money.
That's right.
My logo is actually like my logo, if you want to technically, the price of it was $3.99. And that's only because I bought, you know, the natural hair that she has.
Yes. Yeah.
It's in my course where I bought the hair, but I actually drew it. It's a picture that I drew. It's a picture of Aaliyah with basically natural hair. And I got the hair, it's a vector that I got from a website. So yeah, $3.99 is how much I spent on mine.
And you know, one thing too I like about your brands is even your music. I was just telling Erica.
She was singing and everything.
They love, does it all.
Yes, I love that. And I got that free. I did a favor for somebody, and in exchange for the favor, they did me a huge favor and made that song, which I love. I love that.
Listen, that collaboration, yes.
When he gets to that part, he goes, Layla.
Yes.
I be ready, like, because you be like, welcome to ClassEandTee, and you know, I be all in it. Like, that's branding as well, because you're standing out. I know your theme song. You know?
True, right.
You know, the guy who made that, I just want to shout him out real quick. His name is it's pronounced Michael, but it's spelled Mikal. Talk to Mikal. He also has an inspirational channel. Like if you want to talk about a man that is just putting it out there for the glory of God, talk to Michael, Mikal. And girl, you said you're looking for a husband.
You know I am.
Come on and matchmaker, Layla. Lynn.
I don't know what you think, Layla. You think you be my type?
Listen, matchmaking.
Listen, we can talk offline. I'm gonna send you the information. But yes.
Well, listen, I'm telling you, first of all, I wish we had way more time with Layla, because I would love to just keep talking. Layla is amazing. Her brand is just so polished, and it just, like I said, it stood out. And I'm a very harsh critic.
I heard your first podcast.
So I could, my opinions can be a little strong, and so whenever I like someone and I like what they're doing and where they're going, I rise with you. Okay. Like I'm your fan. And, so I really, when I brought it to Erica was like, okay, yeah. And she started asking me about it. I was like, girl, let me tell you. So that says a lot about your brand and what you're doing and how you're building it. Because like I said, it sticks out to me. Key points, I can tell you right away. If someone says something about LailahLynnTV, I can just boom, 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 boom. And that says something good about your marketing.
It does.
As a whole, on social media as a whole. So you're doing an amazing job. And
it has such a beautiful spirit, y'all. I mean, can y'all feel it? Such a beautiful spirit. Beautiful on the inside and the outside. I mean, I love it.
Absolutely. Very humble. Even when we reached out to her, let me give you guys some pointers. Okay. All right. When dealing with people like Miss Lynn, she was I was expecting her to completely ignore my email. I was prepared for rejection because, that's what sometimes when you meet celebrities or you talk to celebrities, you slide in your DMs, you probably got a 3% chance. This woman responded to me herself right away.
So sweet.
Kept her word, and just amazing. And again, we just want to say thank you, Layla.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. This does a lot for my spirit, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, we want you, before you go, to tell us about your new show before we go.
Yes. Okay, so I am expanding to Facebook. Facebook is attracting creators now. They have attracted me. So I'm still doing YouTube, but I'm also expanding to Facebook. And with YouTube, I'm a little bit, incognito. I don't come on the screen that much. But with Facebook, they want you to show your face. That's why it's Facebook. Okay. So it will be a live show. It's called Honey Child, that I'll be starting within the next Honey Child. I wanted it to have a sweet name. That's why I have the honey in there.
That is sweet.
I like it.
So within the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be starting a live show where people can call in and we can talk about the tea and what's really going on with these celebrities and with the people, in real life.
Yes.
So I like it already. The name, everything.
We're going to be on there. You got our support.
Listen, you already know.
Yes, y'all got to come on. We got to figure out the technology, but y'all come on.
We would love it.
You know what? You want to do? Okay, we'll talk about it offline, but we'll figure it out. Yes. But we'll do an episode. We'll do an episode together on Honey Child.
Definitely.
I'm excited about it. Oh, and also too. So Layla Lynn is the reason why I'm on the Ask Herbie app. I said the TV piping hot spots. I'm talking about hot. Some of the stuff that you see on Ask Herbie. Is this your app or is this someone that you with?
The guy, his name is Herbie. I guess it's Herbert. Mm-hmm. But it's a guy named Herbie that runs the app. And so I've collaborated with him to promote the app. It's kind of like, you heard of Lipstick Alley?
Yes.
I don't think Lipstick Alley has an app. So it's kind of like a celebrity news app. Like you don't have to actually go to the website. It's just
Lipstick Alley. I'm scared of Lipstick Alley because those ladies on there, they go hard and they don't give you no slack, honey.
Oh no, but at the same time, they do have the tea and they do have the receipts a lot of times. I'll put it this way. I have nothing negative to say about Lipstick Alley because they do have the tea.
They come with it. They give them YouTubers a hard time. I hope my YouTube channel don't ever. Well, no, I better not say that. Yes, I want my YouTube channel to blow up well enough that somebody do have something to say about me.
I don't even read like that particular. I only read the forums about celebrity news and tea. I don't actually read. I don't even know if I'm on there.
Don't tread over there. I'm telling you.
I don't go on that part. But yeah, I just stick to the celebrity news. And that's what I recommend for any YouTuber that's trying to do a celebrity news channel. And I know you mentioned before about it being saturated. Yes, there are a lot of people doing celebrity news because they can see that YouTube is pushing celebrity news. But the thing about it is, nobody can do it like you. Like when it comes to commentary, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Like nobody can do it like you, and people are going to gravitate to you. So as long as you're doing you, you're not getting on YouTube trying to be somebody else. As long as you're doing you, you're going to pull in an audience.
That's true.
And you know, you can always tell when someone is genuinely being themselves versus trying to be like everybody else. You know what I mean? So that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yes. Well, Layla, we thank you so much for all of the. She dropped some jewels and some gems. So I hope you had your pen and your paper and you were ready. Okay, if not, this is going to go on iTunes, Facebook. It's going to go on all of our platforms, so you'll know where to catch this show. We just want to say again, thank you, Layla, for being a part of this.
Thank you. Thank both of you.
And we would love to connect to which it sounds like we're about to in the future.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Honey child.
Yes.
All right, we'll close this out, Erica.
Guys, thank you all so much for tuning in with us. A special thank you to our wonderful guest, Laylah Lynn. We know we said something that you can pull from and grab from, okay? Tune in next time to the Classy and Tea show. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.